Hi pilots, I'm Edward Hong of the Flight Club, Republic of Korea. Do you remember the 3 essential checks that I said last flight? 1. The center of gravity. 2. The parallel of the landing gear. 3. Each steering fins and the transmitter joystick should be the same directions. Please remind these 3 essential checks in your every flight. For the setting flight, I fixed some problems expressed in the last flight and modified some of the parts inside. When I assembled the Bix-3, the electric line between the motor and the electric speed control here was too short, and I positioned the ESC to a side of the Bix-3 here, so I extend the electric line of the motor for the stable position of the ESC. So I located the ESC at the bottom of the airplane and replaced the receiver far from it. The noise phenomenon of the Bix-3 at the maiden flight made me hard to fly and land. So I looked at the problem in detail and I finally found out about it. Okay, the main wing was lifted up about 2 or 3 millimeters from the fuselage. In this case, the angle of attack of the main wing increased, so no matter how you adjust the trim, you will not be able to fly and land safely. I combined small oil ring like this under the head of the retaining bolt. It could make the fuselage and the main wing close together with the pressure. Now the ESC location changed, so I must recheck the CG. There is a change in the angle of attack of the main wing, so all the trims on the transmitter and the steering fins in the aircraft set last time should be changed to the origin and reset. Aileron changed to 0, and elevator changed to 0, and rudder changed to 0. Okay, I put the battery in the bay. Test the motor. Right. Each steering fins of the aircraft also changed to the original position. You can place the steering fins of the aircraft in line with each wing. The origin control of the steerings can change by the linkage connected to the server. The ailerons align with the main wing and wing edges. The flap ends in line with the aligned aileron. The elevator finishes in line with the horizontal tail wing. Rudder finishes in line with the vertical tail wing. As you can see, one of the physical elements of the plane changed. The trim alignment needs to be reset from the origin. And if the internal device is changed, you should check the CG again from the origin. Okay, pilot. Now let's start setting flight. Flaps are takeoff position. Throttle gently increase to the takeoff, and elevator fully making and takeoff. Keep your finger position for the flap and the elevator until you secure the safely altitude, and return the flap position at the altitude. Let's start the trim check on each steering surface. Elevator trim check, the horizontal direction of the fuselage, and the aileron trim check, the main wing direction level, and rudder trim check. Flight straightness. Confirm the setting completion. Okay, good. I like it very much.
perfectly. The setting is good. Let's get some free flight from now. Alright, yeah, I can control Bix-3 perfectly. Beautiful. It's easy to control. Yeah. Five minutes and 30 seconds. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. It's time. I'm gonna go ready.
Okay, I finished setting flight. Now the Bix-3 basic flight settings dispatched. Let's get something fun together. This flight I called myself Auto-Circle Fly. This flight allows your Bix-3 to orbit itself continuously in the sky without your control. If this flight is successful, it will be a good time to check whether the settings you made are good or not. Okay, pilot, I'm gonna go auto-circle flight. The auto-circle flight is the final step of the setting flight. After taking up, I'll put down the transmitter on the ground. The airplane will fly by herself without any control.
Then, shall we try? First, take up by the takeoff procedure. After you have secured enough altitude, you can safely view the aircraft going. The flaps start rotating with the throttle and the aileron so that there is no altitude change of the aircraft with the throttle lower. And remove your finger from all the joysticks on the transmitter and lower it under your foot. How about? Is your plane suffering steadily? So watch for 1 or 2 minutes. If your plane rotates at a steady altitude, your Bix-3 settings are perfect. Congratulations, pilot.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time 1 lap.
Today's flight will end here. The next class is about traffic pattern flight. This is the most basic and distinctive flight for all kinds of maneuvers. Don't forget to push the subscribe and the like button. Appreciate you watching my video. See you next pilot.